Sarah Fisher, if you're a race fan,
I know that name.
you know that name. She has been going off in different directions, not just left turns now.
You're right about that. She's on a different path, so to speak.
Yeah, and she's doing well.
She is doing great. She's a business owner now. She just got her college degree, which is very cool. She has little ones at home. And so she's, that in itself is busy, right?
Yeah, that'll add a pit stop or two.
Would you like to learn more about Sarah Fisher? I would.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Put your seatbelt on because we're going fast with Sarah Fisher, who started in go-karting and at age 19 was the youngest woman to qualify for the Indy 500. Now team owner and owner of Speedway indoor karting. So Sarah, does this feel like it's come full circle for you?
It has, and to limit my involvement in IndyCar racing so that I could stay home and raise two very beautiful kids. The creation of Speedway indoor karting was kind of top of mind for both my husband Andy and I. So it's really our dream together to be here. And when they did the redevelopment of Speedway, it was the perfect opportunity to put in a facility like this one right here next to Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
It is beautiful and big. And I want to get to that, but I kind of want to start a little bit first too with your beginnings in karting and how that played a role in you becoming an IndyCar driver.
Well, for me, racing was all about fun. My parents raced go-karts. They met racing go-karts. My mom beat my dad. That's how they first met, So, and I have aunts, I have uncles. My whole family is involved in racing, it seems like. So my parents gave me every opportunity to do what I wanted, whether I was on horses or played piano or soccer. And then finally my mom said, all right, that's it, pick one. I'm not running over the city all over. So racing it was just a lot of fun to be around my family all the time. And for us, it was just a passion that we lived with, and it was a priority.
Why don't you think more women are in racing?
Well, I was lucky because I grew up in the Midwest, and I grew up with that sprint car and short track background that I'm very proud of. You can see show cars here that I've driven at Winchester, and it's just something that I was fortunate to have the opportunity to do with my family. As far as women in the future, there sure are a lot of them that are coming up. There's a lot of great names that are racing midgets, that are racing formula cars, that are racing in Europe, and I think it's almost a good thing that we don't hear them as a common name, because that means that they're being more accepted these days. It's just the right opportunity to give one of those individuals the spotlight ride, right at the Indy 500. So there's lots of talent out there. It's just a matter of developing at the right time with the right program to be prepared to give them a good bottom line to succeed at Indy. When Andy and I were racing Indy cars, whether as owners or a driver or a team manager, whatever it was, we were gone all the time. So you're gone Wednesday to Sunday, 18, 19 times a year, and you're very focused during the month of May, and that's what it takes. For us, though, we want to share racing with our kids. Don't get me wrong; they have their own go-karts, but we also wanted to be home more, to spend time with them, and just to be the parents that we wanted to be. So the idea of Speedway indoor karting and to actually have a real business plan with a business that brings income, we were just really thankful for the opportunity to build that so that we could stay home more. I still go to the races. I drive the pace car part-time for IndyCar, so still on the track at the Indy 500, just in a different capacity.
So also here at Speedway indoor karting, you have a lot of corporate clients who love to come and have maybe team building. How does that work with the go-karting?
Well, it's awesome because we have a conference room upstairs that seats like 120 or so. We have an on-site restaurant that's maybe too big sometimes, but 1911 Girls been doing a great job catering those corporate events. So you can sit in a room and have your meeting, talk about your agendas, and then come out here and race it out on track. So it's funny to see some of those quiet individuals inside a company who are like, oh, no, not me. I'm not the fast one. They get out and they're right up front, working their way to the lead. So it's just fun to see, people can relate, and that gives them something to talk about when they go back to the office. And really just drives the competition.
What tips do you have for people who may be taking to the course here?
So SIK, we finally got our new fleet in of go-karts from Italy. It took us a while, but they're here, and I feel like they're faster than the older ones. But for here, it's all about being smooth and the application technique of that. So
Should we go wide on turns, stay close?
well, yes,
All the above.
widen, apex the corner, especially on some of the hairpins that we have here. But it was a fun track to design, and we just recently launched our slick track. So that calls on more of the short track fans that have supported all of us for so long.
Well, thank you so much, Sarah. And when I think of Fisher now, I think of fast, focused, and family. I'm Cheryl Mathis for LifeStyle Indy.